This video is for all the Dodge, Jeep, and Chrysler owners. You may have been told that you have a significant rear main seal leak. It is not that. You always start from the top to the bottom. Maybe valve covers, things of that nature. It is your oil filter housing. It is a common problem. Don't let them say you have a rear main leak, because that's not going to fix it. You start from the top to the bottom. The oil filter cooler housing is a problem on these vehicles. So, having said that, I'm going to show you how to do it yourself for free. Your labor's free. The part is expensive, at least $300. But if you don't do this job, I'm telling you, keep letting it leak, your motor gonna be no, let's go. Okay, basically, this is a 3.2. This is a Compass. I forget what Compass. I don't know. It's one of those Jeeps. Anyway, that is the oil filter housing. If you can look down in there, really can't get a good picture of it, but there is a ton of oil down there. It basically leaks off the side right in between the motor and the transmission, and it will make you think that you have a rear main seal. Not the case. Not the case. All right, what we're going to do is start off. I'm going to unplug all of these sensors here, get them unplugged, get them moved out the way, pull the red tab back, punch it. I've already did this in advance just to make it a little easier for the video. And we're going to unplug this vacuum hose here, pull it up, move it out the way, get that little clip. All right, now we're going to pull that little plug, and next we're going to use an 8mm. We're going to take off the snorkel, get it out the way. Come on, let's go. Yep, move it around. It's a little pain. It's a pain in the butt to get it off, but it moves. It moves. Got it. All right. Now, what we're going to do is start off with getting these other vacuum hoses off. There's two more in the back. Move it around, squeeze, squeak, creak, 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 creak. Take it off, come on, you can get it all, there you go. And then there's one more. Scoot, 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 scoot. That actually goes to the vacuum booster for the brakes. Pull that off, move it out the way, no problem, no puzzle. Now we got two 10mm bolts that are stuck on the stud and actually are connected to a bracket. Don't worry about the 13mm on the bottom. Just get those two 10mm bolts off. Two 10mm nuts, shall I say. Get those out of there. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. All right, come on. Get them out of there. All right, on this side, there is a bracket that has two 10mm bolts and also a 13mm bolt. You need to remove these. Get it out the way. Get it out the way. I got them off. Just set that thing to the side. This is set up on all the 3.2s and 3.6s. They're all the same. All the same. Now we're going to take an 8mm 1/4 inch, and we're going to start to remove the intake. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zippity, zip, zip, zip. And now we're going to remove it towards the firewall and off. Move that out the way. Pull that thing out of there. Get that thing out the way. Oh, now we have the lower intake. All right. Move this sound insulator out the way. Those are a pain. I don't know. That looks like a fire hazard to me. Anyway, now we're getting a little closer. Now we're going to remove all the fuel injector connectors. Pull the red tab up. Get them out the way. And now we're going to remove the fuel supply. Pull that little blue clip out. And basically you're going to squeeze that white tab on the bottom so it will pull off of the fuel. Be careful because it will spray fuel. This one's been sitting overnight, so it probably is not going to spray too much fuel. And pop. Now let's get that thing out the way. All right. Now, the lower intake also takes 8mm bolts. Okay. And we're going to zip those off. Get them out of the way. Get them out the way. Zip, zip, zip. Zip, zip, zip. Zippity, zippity, zip. Zippity, zippity, zip. I may be annoying, but I'm showing you how to save money. So live with it, people. Pull that thing up out the way. Oh, I forgot to take one injector off. Pop goes the weasel. Get that thing out the way. There is your oil filter housing. It is a common problem. It's a pain in the butt when you buy something brand new and it's leaking oil all over your beautiful driveway in the suburbs. Nobody wants to see that, especially if you are a HOA member. Terrible. HOAs are terrible. Anyway, now, basically, we want to unplug the oil. That is actually the oil and coolant temp sensor. Unplug those guys. And then we're going to use an inverted E8 torx bit. We're going to zap that screw. You can see them. Zap it, zap it, zap it, zap it, zap it. Zap, zap, zap. And there's also a coolant line that goes to that. I'm going to show you how to disconnect that here in a second. It's easier to get the coolant, the oil cooler housing out first. It just makes it easier. Oh, look at all that oil down there. That just didn't happen when I took that off. That's been down there. So disconnect these two sensors, get them out the way, and also that coolant hose that goes to the cooler housing. Get those guys out the way. Boom. Next order of business is we need to vacuum all that goo out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out. Get it out of there. This is the new cooler housing. Comes with everything you need. Intake, upper and lower intake gaskets. And that is your new cooler housing. This is so simple, man. You're going to thank me later. You know, you really are. If you don't, oh well. Now, I was about to install it. Yeah, I'm going to install it. Put the hose back on there, squeeze it. That is the coolant hose. Connect both of your oil and your coolant temp sensors. Clickety click, click, click. Clickety click. Set it back down in there. Make sure your bolts line up with the holes. Now we're going to zip those down in a crisscross pattern. That is the E8 inverted torx socket that I'm using. Bam, bam, bam. It's going down. When I come around, hey, let's go. I know I'm annoying, but you know what? I'm saving you money right now. I'm saving you money because this is so simple to do. Yep. Zip it down, zip it down, zip it down. All right. Got that zip down, everything connected back. Now what we need to do is take the lower intake and put our new gaskets on it. Thumbs up, people. Let's go. Thumbs up. Let's take our intake, our lower intake. Let's get these old gaskets out of there and put the new gaskets that were supplied with it. The lower and the upper are in different shapes, so you cannot screw this up. Flip it over, take the old ones out. We're looking at the top end at this point. Put the new ones in. Do. Make sure they're all seated properly. and you'll see me flip it over, make sure that, yep, one was like sticking out a little bit. I pressed it back in, sit it down there, move the wiring harness for the injectors out of the way. Boom. And remember, these bolts are 8mm bolts. So, you just want to do a crisscross pattern. Make sure to seat it down in there. Zip them down. Zippity, 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 doo-da-day. Hey, it's a beautiful day because I'm saving you money. Let's go. All right, now we're going to plug back in our fuel injector. Let's go. We're plugging them back in. Yep. Make sure they're secure. Secure. Yep. And we just put our fuel supply back on. That stupid engine insulator. Now we're going to put our upper intake back on. Line those holes up. And remember, come from the firewall back, because those two studs for them two 10mm bolts, nuts, it kind of slide through. You'll see what I'm talking about. Zip those 8mm down. We're going to put this snorkel back on. Put the snorkel back on. Oh, it's a pain in the butt. Believe me, it's easy when you watch my TV. Yeah, that's that Coors Light talking. Don't worry about me. But I get it done, son, because I'm number one. Now, we're just going to plug everything back up. Put that back where it was, right there on that. Put it there. Put that clip back on. Yep. Just like we took it off. We're going to put it back on the same way. That's what auto repair is. You take it off and you put it back on the same way. Nothing more, nothing different. Plug all the sensors back up. And like I said, these all run from the 3.2 to the 3.6. It's all the same, people. All the same. Same setup. Just a smaller liter, that's all. Plug this vacuum back up. Yep. Let's get this... the brake booster vacuum plug back in on the side. Come on, cameraman. Oh, that's me. Yep, there we go. Plug it back in. La-di-da. Now we're putting that bracket that we laid back earlier with the two 10mm nuts in a 13mm stud with a 13mm bolt nut. There goes the vacuum hose. Anyway, put the snorkel back on to the air filter box. La-di-da. It makes it easier if you spray a little silicone around the inside. Make it a little slippery. Yep. Now we're going to tighten down that 8mm that goes to the throttle body, that 8mm from the snorkel, and then that one also. Yeepity. Now we're going to put those two 10mm nuts back on with those studs. Like I said, this goes for all the 3.2 and 3.6. They're all the same. They're set up. They may be straight. They may be to the passenger side or to the front, just like this one is. They're all the same. They're all set up the same. Get those in there. La-di-da. Oh, my camera base is sitting on top of the intake. How'd that get there? What the heck? What? Yeah, tighten that up. 10mm nuts right there. Boom. Get that one. Boom. Done, son. Up. Get those two 10mm and that 13 in the back. I already installed that 13 at the bottom. It's a pain in the butt, but live with it. I'm saving you money at this point. La-di-da. Tighten those up. Look at that. Look at my camera base holder right there. Like, what? Really? Damn, Amazon. Anyway, we are done. All we need to do now is check the coolant and check the oil. Coolant was a little low. I did check the oil. Oil was full. And at this point, I think you can thank me later.